Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Multiverse in a Bag of Potato Chips. Wait, what?
What? Oh, no. Now everything's confusing.
Yeah, very confusing.
Wow, we haven't done this in a while.
So hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Shop, the world's only comic book podcast.
We haven't decided if this is Season 3, Episode 1, or if
this is Season 2.5, Episode 6.
Okay. This isn't the Shop episode, or this isn't the Shop Season 3 yet. We're going to be doing that. This is a special we're doing. We're going to do these occasionally. No schedule on these.
Yeah.
Just when important shit happens. We'll briefly talk about what's kind of been happening recently, but overall we have some stuff we want to talk about. Primarily we want to talk about, like, the new Spider-Man shit that's been happening.
Yeah, so depending on whenever Dan posts this or whatever.
I'll probably post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
When the one is there.
Yeah. Also, we're going to be putting all the old Shop onto iTunes at some point.
Yeah.
Apparently tomorrow, because apparently it was a lot easier to do than I thought it would be.
Yeah, so Dan was like, oh, man.
Like, I was, all right, so we have a SoundCloud account. And
I have a SoundCloud account.
All right, Anthony has a SoundCloud account. And I was like,
for
all right.
For Multiverse, our other podcast.
Yeah, you guys should be listening to that, because that
at some point, could you also post the YouTube cut I sent to you ages ago of Multiverse?
Oh yeah, I should totally do that.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great.
That would be good. But we're gonna put all the Shop up on the SoundCloud, but you can't actually have multiple RSS feeds. So I was thinking of a way to post an RSS feed somewhere else, and then I manually do it. But then I was like, oh no, this involves coding, and Anthony would just bitch about it.
Anthony will always bitch about it.
Yeah, like, oh no, coding. I have to copy and paste a thing and then fill in the metadata. I'd
literally murder you.
Yeah. But then apparently it's a lot easier, and Anthony can just keep doing.
I could just keep doing it the way I've been doing it.
Yeah, and I'll just do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah,
and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's behind the scenes shit. We're gonna get that all up. We're gonna have season 1 of the Shop up on iTunes. I know it's all like shit that's irrelevant right now, but I actually really like listening to the Shop. Sometimes it accidentally comes on my phone,
and you just listen to it.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is actually really good. I normally hate listening to my voice, so.
But for some reason, you enjoy listening to the Shop.
Yeah, because it's us like complaining to each other. Like, literally, all the Shop is like, I bring up a point. And then, like, you say, well, stop being dog shit. And I'm like, well, fuck you, ass face, eat a dick. And then you're like, well, fucking go collide yourself with a large Hadron Collider. And I'm like, fuck you.
I don't feel like we argued that much on the Shop.
It's, like, very quick arguments that, like...
I'd have to re-listen to any episode of The Shop because I don't remember us arguing that frequently.
Yeah, we always argue.
We always argue, but I don't feel like we ever argued that much on The Shop.
Yeah, we didn't argue about comic books. It would be like somebody would say something stupid, and then somebody would be like, you said something stupid. I'm like, I didn't say something stupid. You said something stupid. And then
fuck you.
Like, fuck you.
So what the fuck are we doing?
Well, we're going to just quickly talk about what's been going on, but then we're going to talk about Spider-Man and shit. This is very impromptu. We do not have a very good script for it.
No, we went to go get dinner because I was hungry.
We were eating at Red Robin.
Yum.
And then
sponsored.
Then we were like,
hashtag.
Well, before we were like, let's just record like a 20-minute thing. And I was like, you want to just record an actual episode?
Fuck.
The beep! The ceremonial beep! It's okay. It'll come back. This isn't a good thing. And then I was just like, let's do a full episode. And they're like, all right. But I guess first off, since Doomsday Clock started, like...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Remember when Doomsday Clock started, like, when the Shop started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's been coming out the whole time. The Shop has been an idea and concept.
Yeah, and it's been off air for, like, a year, and
it's been off air so long you framed the first poster.
Yeah. And it's still it just got to episode 10. We still probably got like 6 months left for the last 2 issues.
Jesus fucking Christ. But we got the metaverse and whatever the shit. And
yeah.
God, boy. So
whatever, spoilers for the most recent...
Well, I feel like spoilers is always implied with the Shop.
Yeah. But Doomsday Clock number 10 was like Dr. Manhattan like going through all the universes and like... I think it was inferring that he technically caused all of like the DC events. Well, I think on like a like a
meta scale.
well, not even meta, like super meta, like thematic level. I think it was trying to be like, well, when Watchmen came out, it like influenced DC so much that all these events were basically reactions to the book Watchmen.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picking up on.
Yeah, but like, and they tried to like translate that to literally when these events happened, like Dr. Manhattan was kind of causing them all.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm not in the multiverse, I'm in the metaverse. And then somewhere
Grant Morrison
went,
came everywhere.
ah! But also Grant Morrison, like, he probably didn't came everywhere. He already was everywhere because he's Grant Morrison.
And Grant Morrison is always in your heart.
Yeah. He's in Gerard Way. Who is back finally from his 18-year-long acid.
Well, he went to the mountains to smoke some acid.
And then wrote like 3 or 5 issues of Umbrella Academy. Then came back down and was like,
fucking Doom Patrol.
yeah, we got like a 10-issue arc of Doom Patrol ready to go.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And DC was like, okay, when are you going to do that? And he's like, right now.
Yeah. After I write the song really quick. All right, done.
All right, and I'm done. Welcome to the podcast, Gerard Way.
Yeah, Gerard Way, the podcast.
No, Gerard Way is our guest. He's right there.
Oh, yes. Hi, Gerard Way.
My ultimate goal for this podcast now is to somehow convince Gerard Way to come and do an interview.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Look, that's the end goal. If that ever happens, we're ending all things we do.
If Mignolaverse.com ends up going anywhere, I could get some Dark Horse writers to be on.
Yeah, but the actual final goal is if we ever accomplish this, which is physically fucking impossible, if we get Gerard Way and Grant Morrison on the show, we're canceling everything and we're done.
Right.
Is this an official deal?
Yeah. That's exactly how this is gonna go down. Except this is depends on the multiverse. Whatever happens. Anyways, what?
Grant Morrison would love our bullshit.
Yeah, our bullshit.
Yeah.
That's totally not happening.
What?
What?
I definitely haven't written anything.
I haven't written anything either. What?
What are you talking about?
We didn't start filming something that was going to kick it off, but then halfway through we're like, let's film this next year.
Yeah, because for some reason it was like fucking 78 degrees in August, not August, October.
Yeah.
It was like hot as shit and we were wearing full fucking suits.
Yeah.
And we just decided no.
But suits for what? We don't wear suits ever, huh? I wasn't in drag. Anyways.
You were barely in drag. You had a wig.
And people kept coming up to us, though, mid-filming. Like, we're clearly doing a take. And people would interrupt us and be like, what? Where are you fellas filming? I'm like, I'm in drag. Get the fuck away.
What are you... Yeah, like, you're so obviously interrupting a take.
Yeah.
Like... You can tell we have a camera, we have a tripod, we have microphones.
Yeah, and I'm clearly like overacting, like, gosh, I'm in drag, and then.
You mean both of us we were both so obviously acting that it was like ridiculous.
Yeah, and people just kept coming up and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
"We're making a movie. Fuck off." We have to keep justifying our own existence.
Yeah. But that got like 1/4 filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll just refilm it next year. If we, we're definitely gonna make it.
Yeah.
But if we do it, it would be out for Halloween. Hopefully, that's the idea.
But
let's go back to Doomsday Clock really quick because I love it, but it's not coming out ever, and I'm kind of wondering. So, like, what's his name even doing anymore?
Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
He runs like the TV and film production side of everything.
I feel
and
like
writing Doomsday Clock. Those appear to be the two things he's doing.
I feel like DC had like a solid plan going on, but then Brian Michael Bendis walked in, and then immediately it was.
And then he just like grabbed like all the plan papers and he just like flipped them like a game of Risk.
They're like, well, if Doomsday Clock's gonna take 8 years to come out, then like
you might as well let Brian Michael Bendis ruin Superman.
Yeah.
What?
He didn't ruin
Yes,
Superman.
he did!
Like, I'm fully on board with you right now, but I don't want to also say that he ruined Superman. It's just Superman went back to being... It was like... it's Superman's gonna be like so revolutionary, but it took like a really unique
Peter J. Tomasi's fucking Superman Rebirth book is like the greatest Superman book ever written. And then Brian Michael Bendis came and he farted everywhere and made mediocre Superman again. And I want to find him, and I would like to strangle him to death while yelling at him.
I think the thing is, it's like there's also like every issue of DC before that came out was like at a giant splash page is like, Bendis is coming, it's gonna be revolutionary, but it's like the most standard Superman book ever.
Yeah, it's just so not interesting. And
good.
And he ruined John Kent.
Yeah,
they aged him up for literally no reason, and now I don't get Damian and John Kent doing Superman adventures.
Yeah,
that was like the greatest thing.
I haven't really been reading Bendis' stuff at all, but
every few months I do a check-in, and I'm like, "Hey Bendis, what are you up to?" And he's like, I'm making mediocre Superman," and I'm like, "Good check-in," and then I don't read it again for a few months.
Our comic book guy, who is equally as critical, said that the current run of Superman is good. It's just massively disappointing
compared to Peter J. Tomasi's ungodly. We have this on Shop Record. You could find the episode where I literally threw a issue of Superman at you and said, "You have to read this."
Yes, I read it. It was really good.
Yeah, the fair issue. It's like the greatest thing.
Yeah, it's
like I literally stopped you. Like whatever you're reading, you have to read this goddamn book.
Yeah, that book is great. The whole run is just fantastic. Like the Bizarroverse stuff. It's so good. And it got cut short because Bendis won. I like.
But now I'm conflicted because he brought back the Question and stuff, and I'm like, yay, but also no. Well, and he canceled Green Arrow on you.
I know. I swear to God, I know what's going to happen. I know it's just going to be like, because Green Arrow is now a big part of Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, they canceled the current run of Green Arrow, which I actually haven't been reading the most recent writer's run. I read all the Percy run, and then I just took a break for a bit. I have all the issues. I just haven't caught up. But I felt really bad because the writers online were like, well, we just got the notice today, and we had a bunch of plans, but... All right.
Bendis did for everyone.
And I know now, because this is all part of Bendis' Leviathan shit, that Bendis is probably going to get Green Arrow in the future. Let's be real.
I mean, that might be awesome. Like, his Daredevil run is, like, super good.
Yeah.
So it might be awesome.
But it also... everything he's written is good. It's just, like, he ruins other writers' books, and then, like...
And Bendis has two modes. Crap and good. We've been over this.
But like, I don't know. I like Bendis. I just wish he wasn't as canon.
I want him.
They gave him. All right. Wait.
They gave him his own imprint,
and then DC was like, "Surprise! It's actually canon now." It's like, what's the point? You gave him a sandbox to do anything, which is like perfect for him because he's such a great writer when he has his own whole universe to take care of.
That's why he wrote basically the whole Ultimate. He had the Ultimate Universe to himself. That's why Miles is so good, because no one else was writing anything in the Ultimate Universe, and he was just like, I have control of all of this.
Can I point out the super irony here? In Wonder Comics, which is his imprint, he basically has just been hiring or getting artists to do stuff, like just getting writers, and they're like, do whatever. And it's like, wait, in his own imprint, he's like giving him like carte blanche to do
whatever,
anything. But then in the main DC continuity, it's like, well, let's screw over all these books. Well, I mean, that is main DC continuity.
I mean, the problem with Bendis and DC versus Bendis and Marvel is Marvel's grip on continuity is so much looser compared to DC's.
Yeah,
like DC's continuity is like the whole thing. And like Marvel's, it's like not so much. So that's the real problem we have going forward.
Yeah,
is that DC's shit is way tighter together than Marvel's about continuity. So Bendis used to be able to just be like, whatever's happening in X-Men, and then everyone else could be like, whatever. But with how DC works, generally, Bendis is just chopping all the.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to pretend like Bendis is the only person who has screwed over other people's books recently, because Heroes in Crisis is great, but it definitely screwed over.
Oh yeah,
books.
a lot of things.
Yeah, we can't pretend like that didn't happen. It's a great book.
It's actually, if you give it, the problem with Tom King's writing is it reads better in chunks than it does month to month.
Yeah,
because the first 3 issues of Heroes in Crisis are rough. Like, they're not bad, but if you're reading them month on month, it's like it's a lot.
Chopped up.
It's a lot to take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only book that actually he's ever really done that's better and like I feel like was better monthly was Vision.
That's true. Yeah, Vision worked monthly. Because I read that in issues, and
but like his Batman reads way better if you read it, straight through.
Yeah, I found his Batman, like, I would stop reading it for a bit, that I would be like, oh shit, I'm Batman. Like set 20 issues behind, so I read all 20 issues. I'm like, this worked great.
This is great. But yeah, Tom King reads better if you're reading it in chunks.
Yeah. We should also talk about Batman really quick, because he got...
Oh yeah, so he's getting kicked off at issue 85?
Which is really disappointing.
Because he didn't get to his 100.
I mean, basically he is finishing it. It's just being titled Catwoman. But or Catwoman and Batman, is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, you know. We'll just pretend like it's Batman. But
it's weird to it's weird to actually think how many more issues Tom King got on Batman than Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo did.
That's true.
It's like really weird to think.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder's run. There's only 52 issues long.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it feels a lot longer.
Yeah. Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder's Batman is fucking phenomenal, and everyone should read it.
Yeah. I actually haven't read any of the Last Night stuff at all, so
neither have I. I
have to pick that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks that like he kind of got the boot from it, because
AT&T basically booted him off of it.
Yeah, well, I think there was uncertainty as to like if he did the Bat Wedding ending. Which, all right, let me just say, internet, everybody freaking the fuck out. On issue 50, which is halfway through his run, everybody's like, what? A conflict? What? No!
In fiction, a conflict?
Oh, no. A conflict that will most certainly be resolved at the end. Almost as if specifically having this conflict at issue 50 was almost guaranteeing them getting married at the end. Like,
yeah,
and like, of course. What are you talking about?
I hate everything.
Yeah. I that's the issue with monthly or how comic books are. I love comic books, but since they release issue by issue, people generally look at them as like you get one issue and as a whole book.
But that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's actually like just a fraction. It's like if you got Moby Dick like in 5-page segments, you know.
Well, the problem also is like I know how it works and you know how it works, but like people on the news don't know how it works.
Yeah, I know.
So anytime like something like stupid in comics happens, like you remember when they did the Captain America Hail Hydra thing.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. And like you know, fucking even local news was reporting on that shit because like, wow, all the nerds in the state are upset.
Like, what are you they're gonna resolve it.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that you think they're just gonna make Steve Rogers a Nazi for no fucking reason?
And it's gonna be forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
That's just his character now.
Yeah, he's just a Nazi now.
Like basically like half of Marvel comics, if you exclude like Spider-Man, is like an Iron Man and Captain America, and you think they're just gonna take Captain America and be like, he's a bad guy now.
Yeah, like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And people who are legitimately freaking out about it, like they did that in the 60s, not even the 60s. They did that in the 40s. There was like 3 issues where Captain America was like, I'm a double agent that Jack Kirby wrote. And like it was like, that comics were different back then because they were just like factory pumping them out. So it's not exactly the same, but they're gonna resolve it. Like, what are you, dumb? Yeah,
I don't know. With internet culture, I feel like the majority of people were okay, but there was like people doing book burnings during.
Yeah, that was. Did they not find it ironic that they were burning a book? That's what they were burning a book to protest Nazism when that's what Nazis did. Did no one see the irony in that?
That's kind of amazing, actually.
I feel like we talked about this when it happened.
Yeah, we did. Let's talk about something more relevant. And that would be, well, now that we're talking about events, we might as well start talking about the big thing.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man thing we were going to talk about.
2 days ago from when we're recording this, that now we're dated, so whatever.
Marvel Twitter posted a 4 in Spiderweb.
Yeah, and everybody
and
on the
everyone,
internet,
well, I assumed it was going to be a Fantastic Four Spider-Man thing. That was my assumption.
I know we're talking with Alex, and Alex was thinking it was going to be a adaptation of the Spider-Man 4 movie.
I never thought that because that sounds dumb.
That would be cool, though.
It would be cool. I just don't think they'd ever do it.
I think that's something they would do. It's not canon or anything. It's just like a side thing.
I don't know. Maybe.
I could totally see that happening.
I think with the MCU, they wouldn't want to fuck with it.
No, I don't think anybody, like, the MCU's been like really talking, like, what's his name? Tom Holland has been saying he wants Uncle Ben to be played by what's his name?
Tobey Maguire.
That'd
be awesome, actually.
Yeah, like he's saying that like that would be his dream thing to happen.
That'd be actually really cool. I'd actually really like that.
Yeah. So it's not like they're just ignoring those movies.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
I mean, Peter Parker in the original Peter Parker in Edge of the Spider-Verse is quite obviously Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
And wasn't there talk that Tobey Maguire was going to play Burnout Spider-Man?
I don't know about that, but
I thought I heard that. I don't know if it was actually true.
That would have been pretty cool, though.
It would have been cool.
But yeah, I thought more than likely it was gonna be like a Fantastic Four tie-in, but then all these interesting theories went out the window when they posted 3, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's just a fucking event."
My personal belief is that they're gonna undo One More Day, and they're gonna kill Aunt May. That's my personal belief.
I gotta step in here and preface this with like I basically, since the shop ended, I basically have just been like, fucking whatever. I'm not gonna keep up with Marvel, so you have to explain this stuff to me right now.
Spider-Man's real good.
All right, yeah, I know.
But One More Day has been like the thorn in Spider-Man's side for like a real long time.
When did this come out? This was
like right after Civil War.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the exact date, but here's what happened. Spider-Man was married to Mary Jane, and then went to Mephisto, who is Marvel's devil, basically.
Oh, I think you described
and sold his marriage to him.
Oh my god!
In exchange for Aunt May's life. And everyone's been like, you need to undo this. This is the dumbest shit to ever occur. And then Dan Slott was like, no.
Hi, dog.
Hi, dog. So my belief is since they killed... since they kind of... well, Aunt May also currently has cancer.
Oh, God.
So my current belief...
is she's gonna die.
She's gonna die, and Spider-Man's gonna make a deal with Mephisto to undo One More Day.
Okay. All right.
That's my current belief.
I can see that happening.
Well, because you kind of don't need Aunt May anymore in the Spider-Man mythos.
Everybody likes Aunt May. She's the, then you can't have 2 Death of a Mentors. That's just ridiculous.
That's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that happening. I saw somebody speculating online that it would be an event since it's coinciding seemingly with Spider-Man Far From Home, which comes out in like a month.
Yeah.
A little under a month, actually 3 weeks. But that it would be something to coincide with that, because that movie's obviously dealing with multiverse stuff.
Right.
Which is
we don't actually know that for certain yet.
All right.
Have I explained to you what I think's going to happen?
I know what I already think it's going to happen too, but I don't want to spoil things because I'm pretty honestly positive it's going to happen.
Okay.
We're thinking the exact same
thing. Do you want to
say
our theories at the same time?
Okay.
One,
spoilers. No, I don't know.
The whole shop is spoilers.
All right.
Okay.
3,
2, 1. Mephisto's lying about...
What?
Mephisto's lying about multiverses.
Mephisto's not in...
Not Mephisto.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Mysterio's lying about multiverses, but then at the end, an actual multiverse thing's going to show up. He's going to be like, shit.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Because he's like, I'm the hero in this universe. I'm like, you're not the hero.
No.
And
you're lying.
Especially since certain when the film was first announced, the very first ever set photo released was pretty not in favor of that. So
Yeah. So Mephisto's lying about multiverses, and he's just like,
it's not Mephisto. It's
I keep
Mysterio.
why do I keep saying that? Mysterio.
You have a Mephisto up your ass.
Ray Mysterio.
Yes, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio is lying about multiverses.
He probably
And then at the end, like, some, like, rift's gonna open up, and, like, Miles Morales is gonna wave at him or whatever their shit, and then he's gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah. I saw some very obvious, just fucking, like, it was a news article from, like, some random thing being like, our sources tell us blah, 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 blah is gonna happen. And I like their theory. It's definitely just a fake fucking news article, but I thought the theory itself was pretty interesting that, they were saying that Spider-Man 3 is gonna set up the X-Men because... the Eternals is going to set up the X-Men.
That makes sense.
Which would happen in Spider-Man 3. But because the Eternals made the X gene like in ancient times, but Thanos' snap activated it in everybody on Earth.
Ooh.
That was actually a really cool idea.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And they're like, our sources tell us. I'm like, this is clearly just somebody speculating, but whatever.
I like your speculation.
Yeah.
I'm on board. Shoot. Ow. I really punched the shit out of that, and it really hurt my knuckle.
I have the headphones on right now, so I just heard a...
I really punched the shit out of the mic, and I really hurt my knuckle.
Yeah, you did.
Ow. I'm on board. Choo choo.
Yeah.
All aboard the speculation train.
And then there was also that rumor that Spider-Man 3 is going to introduce MCU Deadpool.
I'd be pro that.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should introduce Deadpool in a very Deadpoolian manner where he doesn't mention it in the slightest.
Yeah.
I feel like he should just show up and like, man, everything feels way higher budget now.
Yeah, because I feel like they're just going to keep Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
I mean, they have to, right?
What's his name? Sir Alfred Disney already said, yeah, we're pretty much just going to keep Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool for now. Because whatever.
Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds just so very obvious.
Didn't they confirm that X-Force isn't happening, but Deadpool 3 is happening?
Yes.
Yes.
Deadpool 3 is happening, and Sir Alfred Disney said it's going to be rated R.
Yes. So, yeah.
I don't know why everyone was like, oh, are they not going to make Deadpool rated R? Like, obviously, Disney makes R-rated movies. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Disney really doesn't care. They own everything now, so, like, who cares? They just have Disney Channel. That's their Disney stuff. Have you fucking seen in fucking Infinity War and fucking Endgame where like every 10 seconds they're like fuck,
but not
shit.
You only get one fuck for PG-13.
Yeah, but they said shit a lot.
They did say shit a lot,
and
but I feel like Disney
Iron Man's daughter was like shit, and he's like, you can't say shit. Only I can say shit, or actually your mommy can say shit. But I don't know. So as somebody who doesn't, I've kind of been keeping up a little bit with Avengers, and I'm gonna start getting into.
I'm less curious about how they're gonna do X-Men than how they're gonna do Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I have. Well, Fantastic Four, they could do it in any way. I feel like X-Men. I don't know if See, it's really about whether or not these actors actually want to keep doing X-Men movies.
Ryan Reynolds does. I don't give a shit if they recast the X-Men at this point, in all honesty.
Yeah, because I feel like they want to work Wolverine in.
They could hire literally anyone to play Wolverine.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they would probably recast so that they can get Wolverine in and everything. But the other thing they could do is, like, do the multiverse and have the X-Men come from the other universe.
Which would be really cool.
Yeah.
And very difficult to explain to everyone who is not a fan of comic books.
Well, also, the thing is, in the comic books, like, they're all in one universe. I think it would be really cool to just have them in separate universes, rather than just being like, X-Men now. It would be actually really awesome to see. But then again, they could have done that with, like, Spider-Man and shit. I don't think they would do that now.
Oh, I have a timeline that I invented that erases scrolls and brings everything in.
Erases scrolls?
Well, no, it doesn't erase scrolls. Do you know how the last theory I had, it revolved exclusively around scrolls?
Yeah, how you were like, scrolls are going to be evil. I'm super racist towards scrolls. And I was like, Captain Marvel was like, surprise, scrolls are actually pretty all right. And then you were like, shit, that literally destroys every theory I have.
I haven't, if Anthony was in charge. timeline if you're curious about it.
All right.
All right, now follow me on this.
Right.
Here's what we're doing. I need Ant-Man's daughter because she becomes Stature.
Okay.
I need, and I'm putting Kamala Khan in this,
Yes.
and we're making Young Avengers.
That's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, but this is if Anthony was in charge. This is what Anthony's do. This is what Anthony's up to.
Yes.
So we have Young Avengers, and that's going to be like a good hashtag like kidsy movie. We're gonna have Stature, and Kamala Khan at a minimum, and then another character in there that I'm currently blanking on what I'm gonna do. And that's gonna be that.
Mm.
We're gonna have not Falcon, Captain America and Winter Soldier movie. We're gonna have another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna set up, and this is gonna start setting up Galactus. Once Guardians 3 comes out, it's gonna set up Galactus.
Yeah, Galactus is gonna be the new Thanos. Let's just be real.
In Guardians 3.
Yes.
So that's gonna set that up. Then Spider-Man Far From Home's gonna set up the multiverse. And that's when we're gonna get X-Men, and we're gonna have like another X-Men movie. But it's going to involve Blink, who can transport through dimensions.
Right.
And that's how we're going to connect these two.
We also have to remember that the Spider-Man Far From Home is actually the end of the current phase of the MCU. This isn't the start of the new one. This is actually the end.
Right.
So the fact that they're considering this the end, not Avengers, means that...
Something.
Especially since if they're setting up the multiverse, that means the next thing is going to be heavily multiverse.
Heavy.
Yeah. Like, they set up time travel, which I'm assuming that's how they're going to do multiverse. They're going to be like, whoa!
So we have Blink the X-Woman.
Yeah.
Who could travel between dimensions.
Yes.
And that movie is going to be called X-Men Exiles.
Oh, my fucking God.
And it's going to involve some X-Men jumping into the MCU.
Yes. All right, I can see that.
That's that.
Wait a second. We could get some of the X-Men from...
Exiles.
No. Well, instead of doing time travel, we just get Cyclops from... Like, instead of time travel shit, we get the Cyclops from the current X-Men stuff coming into the MCU.
Yeah, and X-Men Exiles.
Yeah, I know. I don't know Exiles. Fuck you.
I'm weaving a tale.
I know.
And then we're going to have Avengers, and then this is going to set up Avengers versus X-Men, which is going to be the middle Avengers movie until I get to fucking Ultimate Marvel Universe McKebab Starcade versus fucking Galactus.
I don't know if they would do Avengers versus X-Men.
But it'd be so cool.
Because it would, I know. So would Batman v Superman, and that turned out great.
But I want a middle moneymaker. I want Avengers versus X-Men. We need a middle moneymaker.
Yes.
And I feel like that would do it. I feel like if you had a movie called Avengers versus X-Men, that would make $8 billion in $4.
I would. I am pro that.
So I feel like in the middle of this plan we have an Avengers versus X-Men movie. And that's when the X-Men universe gets destroyed. And that's how we get X-Men and Avengers in the same universe.
I like that our plan here involves basically taking Days of Future Past, which was like, let's get to the good timeline where everything works out great, and just saying that ends with catastrophe. Instead of slavery, it's a bomb. It's just explosions.
And here's how I'm getting Fantastic Four. Instead of it being a spaceship, multiverse ship.
Oh my fucking God.
And that's the same Fantastic Four fuck up happens.
Yeah.
And they get Fantastic Four powers, and that's how we get Fantastic Four.
Cool. You're not talking in the mic right now.
I was scratching my foot.
Yeah, I know. Every time you duck away from the mic a little bit, I just hear you go,
And that's how we get Fantastic Four. And then we do Young Avengers 2, because that's going to be fun times.
We know, I'm like positive the next phase is going to revolve around setting up like the young, like we got Kamala Khan, we got adjectiveless Spider-Man, probably going to get Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, they still haven't set up Nova himself though. We're getting after Spider-Man Far From Home comes out, we're getting the announcements of what all the new Marvel movies are
going to be.
So this is really a lot of a speculation here.
And then we have a Silver Surfer animated series.
Oh, we got the Silver Surfer movie, but it's in the in the fucking style of even if you just literally copied word for word the Silver Surfer
Mike Allred and Dan Slott run.
Dan Slott book, I would be fine.
If
with
you
that.
just literally just put it on a TV.
Yeah, if you just did like the animated Watchmen thing where you just like kind of move the characters a little bit, and then like had one person read it all like an audiobook, I would be fine with that.
I'd still be fine with it.
Yeah.
If you haven't read Dan Slott and Mike Allred Silver Surfer, you're doing yourself a huge disservice by not fucking reading it.
Yeah, we've been talking about this literally since the shop started.
It's so good.
It is really good.
It's so good, and it makes me so happy.
Yes.
And the ending made me cry because it's Doctor Who, and Doctor Who endings always make me sad.
Yes.
Fucking Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
I'm mad at Doctor Who.
I'm
not actually mad at Doctor Who. I'm disappointed in it. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
I feel like they rushed into the new season. Oh, by the way, I'm into Doctor Who now.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is new.
That happened since the last shop.
Yeah, that's a new thing. I've watched all of 11 and almost all of 12, aside from the last 2 episodes, because you were like, "Let's skip it."
I wanted to see the ending.
And then I was like, you were like, "Oh, don't worry, it won't spoil anything for you." And then the episode started, and you're like, "Oh, by the way, everybody died at the end." I was like, "Fuck you!" What? You can't just do that.
And then I watched all of 13 season, and it's not bad. It's just,
well, she's
good. Great.
Not great. She's like perfect.
She's great, and the 2 dude companions are great, but the 3rd girl companion feels like someone got a staple gun and just was like tacked another companion on there.
Yeah.
Because they needed another one for some reason.
Dad doesn't even feel like he really needs to be there.
No,
It should have just been the one guy.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Like, I don't mind them being characters. It's just like all at the same time. There's just too many.
There's too many companions. There's too many people to focus on, and I feel like with the too many people to focus on, we don't get any of the actual new Doctor's personality.
Yeah.
But whenever she's on screen, she's fantastic.
Also, that guy who is doing the shot directing for that second episode.
We're
watching it together, and I was screaming because every shot was a close up on the face. No establishing shots, no anything. Probably because there was just too low budget, and they didn't want to like film anything like a wide shot, because then it would
even though
reveal
Doctor
that
Who
it's
is
a
like
set.
the most expensive show BBC fucking makes.
Yeah, I know, but and I was like ready to scream because the cinematography in that first episode the first episode was really good.
Yeah, I liked the first episode. Was
then
fantastic.
They also had that one that was the Rosa Parks episode that was fantastic.
That was great, and I feel like it would have been significantly more interesting if they gave literally any of the other characters time to breathe.
Yeah.
There's too many companions. Too many.
We really just need the one companion.
Yeah.
It's better to do it gender flip. Like, I don't know why they didn't take... Nobody would have cared if they just did gender flip Doctor Who. Like, I mean, everybody cared, but...
I mean, I honestly didn't care.
Yeah.
But I've also watched literally all of Doctor Who.
Yeah, like... And
the whole point of Doctor Who is Doctor Who changes.
Yeah, and like it's like normally the Doctor has a girl companion. This time the girl Doctor has a guy companion. I don't know why they didn't just do that, but they were we need to work in a girl to appease the other fans, but then they also need to work in the father figure because they were too worried about like, oh no. I don't know if this is actually true.
The whole point of Doctor Who is that the human is fucking useless and the Doctor has to do everything for them.
Yeah.
The human's a fucking baby doll that the Doctor has to take care of.
All the characters themselves are set up really well. It's just there's too many of them.
There's too many.
They need to cut.
Look, I was going to say I'm not a writer. I am a writer.
Yeah, I mean.
You need to let characters speak words to get character across.
Yeah.
And if you have too many of them at the same time, you don't have enough time.
Yeah, it's really.
I was about to say I'm not a writer when I can fancy myself one.
I'm not a rapper. Anyways, what?
What?
What? Huh?
You're not a rapper?
I'm not a rapper.
You're Old Man Clues?
Yeah.
Old Man Riddles?
Yeah, no, you know the I'm not a rapper reference, right?
No.
The YouTube video?
No.
Where the guy's like, I'm not a rapper. But the one where like everybody goes, oh
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I love that video. Anyways,
that's some old ass YouTube.
Yeah, I know that was high school YouTube. But yeah, I really there's a whole lot of stuff they can do.
I still haven't watched the New Year special, so I have to do that. But
I haven't watched it either.
You also haven't watched past Rosa Parks.
I watched more of the episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like there's also all the other Doctors also had kind of weird first seasons too. So I don't think this is really spelling doom for this franchise or anything.
I don't think it is either, but I feel like...
because 12's first season was kind of I liked his first season. It was just kind of like iffy at some points. 11's first season is kind of weird too.
11's first season is kind... 9's first season... Well, 9 only had one season, but the first half of 9 season's kind of weird.
Yeah. I think it's going to pick up a lot. I'm really hoping it gets crazy good. I just feel like this season also felt a little rushed.
I don't want anything to be bad.
Yeah.
Is my primary thing.
That's a good point, too. I don't want anything to be bad either.
With the exception of occasional things I want to be bad. Like, I want the Sonic movie to be really bad.
I did want it to be really bad. Then they were like, let's force all our animators to do everything over again. They delayed it by like 3 months, which I'm like, all right, I guess. That's 3 months. Okay. 3 months to do a whole movie over, I guess. That's fine.
Well, they have 6 months altogether.
Yeah, but, normally a movie like that heavy of CGI usually takes about a year to do.
They just have to replace Sonic.
Yeah, that's true. They're just doing the Sonic stuff. They're not doing like the Eggman stuff. But I'm glad that they
just
delayed
gotta change
it.
his,
I feel
they
like
just got to change his model in Bender or whatever.
Blender.
Did I say Bender?
Yeah, you said Bender.
Yeah, you just got to go to Bender from Futurama.
Yeah,
and
he
put it in his dick,
and then he'll be like, shake it, shake it, shake it. John DiMaggio will voice it. Oh my god, that just reminded me Adventure Time ended since the shop ended. That's so sad.
It is sad. You know what else ended?
Pokemon.
My heart.
Okay. Pokemon basically shot themselves in the face, but...
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you mean the game?
Yeah. Oh, guess what it's being called now?
What?
Dexit.
God fucking damn it.
Well, because it takes place in an England...
I know. I got the pun. I got it, Dan.
And the
I figured it out.
has exited.
I hate everyone and everything.
I know. There's a Corgi Pokemon. Wooloo's cute.
Wooloo is
They
cute.
removed half the Pokemon from the
But
game.
Wooloo.
Wooloo!
It's a sheepy sheep.
It is a sheepy sheep.
And if anyone does anything to it, I will kill everyone in the room.
And then
myself.
I am slightly less negative than everybody else is about it. I think the whole...
You told me to get on board the hype train. And I refused. And I was correct.
The game itself looks like it's fine. Although my friend showed me a comparison between two shots in it. Or one shot that... It's a shot between it and Breath of the Wild that are very similar shots. And Breath of the Wild shot is like super highly detailed. And then you look at that shot, it looks like an N64 game.
Oh, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2!
Are you telling me that the most popular Zelda game ever made is getting a sequel? That's ridiculous.
Even Amori today was like, we're initially thinking of it as being DLC, but then we realized we had so many good ideas. Why not just make a new game? And I was like,
what?
It wasn't a new game from the start?
No.
They're just like, yeah, we just felt like it. I was like, okay.
Do you want more of one of the greatest video games ever made?
Dude, they're doing like the Majora's Mask version of it. And I'm so hyped for that. Because, yeah.
Breath of the Wild is just such a good fucking video game.
It's even not... I don't hate Skyward Sword like other people do. I think it's a fine game.
I hate Skyward. I never played it.
Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. The controls are meh, but the actual aesthetic and stuff is nice.
But I'm not that big a fan of 3D Zelda games, in all honesty.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of right there with you. Breath of the Wild's the first one.
But Breath of the Wild, on the other hand...
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count because it's probably the greatest video game ever made.
Yeah, it's one of.
It's like Breath of the Wild is like what you imagine a video game should be.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what's on that mountain. Then you go to the mountain and like you could go to the mountain. And then the mountain's just like, yeah, I've got treasures and shit.
You're walking on the street and you're like, I don't want to walk on the street. I just want to walk on the cliff. And the game's like, okay. Go for it.
Like, hey, there's a castle over there. I wonder what's in the castle. And then you go to the castle and there's stuff in the castle.
You can be like, I don't want to do the plot. I'm going to beat the game right now. And the game's like, go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it, buddy. You can run there naked. You can do this in 20 minutes.
I want to shield surf down a mountain. Okay.
Cool. Have fun.
And then the only thing you have to deal with every once in a while is Zelda gets mad at you for bullshitting around.
Occasionally, in the beginning of the game.
Link, save me! I can't. I'm surfing down a mountain.
I am a surfman.
There's a mountain. I need to see what's on the mountain.
Yes.
It's a skull fortress.
Also, I still haven't played it yet. Cadence of Hyrule came out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking shit. It looks so good. Apparently, it's actually pretty hard.
Apparently.
Yes.
On my Switch, for some reason, I purchased the Sega Mega Drive collection. Not Mega Drive, the Genesis collection.
Okay.
It's really good. I like old Sega games.
I do too.
That's why I bought it.
Sega's a good company.
Yeah.
Except when they rush Sonic the Hedgehog, which is most Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which is most Sonic the Hedgehog, with the exception of Sonic Mania.
Yeah, Sonic Mania. Sonic Colors is the
Oh,
only good
fucking
3D
Bloodstained Curse of the Whatever came out.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's really good. The actual symphony, they made like the actual NES Castlevania version to tie everyone over, and then they made the actual Symphony of the Night thing.
Yeah.
And it came out recently, and it's apparently really good.
Yeah, it looks good.
I played the NES one because I love original NES Castlevania.
I still haven't played Symphony of the Night.
We should play it. I have it on Xbox.
Yeah. That reminds me too, just shoehorning in my own advertisement. Every Wednesday afternoon I play video games live on Twitch.
Sporadically at midnight, I play video games on Twitch.
Shit, you said that really close to the mic, and it just sounded like fucking what?
Sporadically at midnight, I play video games on Twitch.
Yes.
Last time I played Sherlock Holmes, and I sent it to you.
Yeah, I still haven't uploaded it.
I know.
I haven't uploaded like a lot of things because I got to the point. We're gonna keep Movie Poopy going, but I think it's better to keep it going like through live stream archives.
Yeah.
Just because we don't get anything from it, whereas all our other stuff is actually getting views.
Yeah. I love doing Movie Poopy, but we just don't get anything.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it alive though.
Like Multiverse actually gets views and has a sponsorship and shit.
Page Flip has. I'm pretty certain Page Flip actually can draw in people.
Yeah.
I'm doing. Also, I started a Hellboy. I didn't start it. A guy.
You own it now.
Yeah.
You are God King of it.
Kevin Alford was on Facebook like, hey, anybody want to start a Hellboy fan website? And I messaged him like, I do. And we were like, let's co-create it. We did. And now he's taking a break. So now I'm owner of a Hellboy fan website. We do reviews of comics from Hellboy. And we're also starting to do Dark Horse stuff now because when there's no Hellboy for half a year, we have to do something.
Yes. I could do the books that aren't that are just Dark Horse also, apparently, if you'd let me, but you won't.
Do that. That would be illegal.
Would it be illegal?
Yeah.
What if I worked for the website?
It's still I'm not allowed. I have to do the reviews of stuff like that.
Fuck you.
Unless I can get permission. Yeah, no, I'm very.
I'm a comic book. I need to explain to Dark Horse that I am the one who roped you in. Therefore, I am one generation higher than you on the comic book vampirism chart.
Right. No, I would literally. My one little tiny connection to Dark Horse is like so important to me that even I am like I would not do a single thing to fucking jeopardize that. I'm like. I won't even let you look at my phone. This is too important to me. Yeah, they're my gods, and I will do anything they tell me to do.
But this is Page Flip. This is my domain. I technically created it.
Technically, I created it. I created the YouTube channel, did all the artwork, and uploaded and edited all the videos.
Not at first.
You've spoken to it. What are you talking about? What? Oh.
I edited the first season of...
That's true, but I did make all the intros and everything. And I also just, I gave you the video loop in the background.
Yeah. Do you know what I do own? I own Multiverse. That's what I have dibs on.
Technically, Movie Flip owns it, but...
Yeah, but fuck you. It's mine.
Yes. I specifically was like, Anthony's taking Multiverse's bag of potato chips because I am not adding anything else. This year, I've been kind of cruising a little bit. I've been doing Hellboy stuff, but I've also been like not killing myself like usual.
Yeah.
Also have like an actual job, and that takes a lot of my
Yeah, but I started Multiverse, and I came up with the idea and created it and run all of it and write all of it.
Yeah, it's actually amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to get in the future, I want to get somebody to do an actual intro theme song for it, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll see if I can find some bands if we get popular enough. But
That'd be cool.
yeah.
Zach Haskins does music.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
like he did the intro to Sell Me On It.
He made that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be happy to commission something from him.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Oh, yeah, I'll ask him. Like, I'll pay for him for
Yeah, we should probably just ask him.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, well, let's do that. Also, I would like to get one for the shop, too, if we actually start reprinting it a lot more.
Yes.
So until we get a regular upload schedule on this, we're just going to be doing like little specials like this. But then we'll start season 3 officially. And I have plans for how that's going to go up to make it more SEO available so that we can actually grow the channel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll talk about that later when the thing starts. So I guess we won't talk about it. We'll just do it.
We'll just do it later. You really enjoy randomly complimenting me, like in the Patreon video?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are my best friends.
But I hate you.
Yes.
We've been over this. Our friendship is built upon mutual hatred.
Well, I mean, all right, let's take a real moment. Everybody, let's sit on down. We'll get the quiet moment of the concert where the guy starts, all right, I'm going to say something that's real from the bottom of my heart. No fun and games for a few moments. You do a really good job. You stick in there, and you're really good at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now back to you two!
I like your beard. Your beard is good. You know a lot of shortcuts around this part of town.
I definitely don't. I hardly
You
know
have to
my
watch.
own
You
town.
have to watch Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Flight
You
of the
have to
Conchords.
watch
I
it.
know. It's one of the few. It's that. I'm probably never gonna end up watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off because it's become just such a meme that
Dan has never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
it's part of my identity now. So I'm like, I kind of like having this as part of my identity.
That you've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
I'm gonna make you watch it at some point.
I will leave the room. I'll just be like, all right, well, I got the car keys. Bye.
I'm gonna have to trick you.
I'm never gonna let you drive again. You nearly got us killed in my own fucking neighborhood.
We're gonna have to Clockwork Orange you to get you to watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Clockwork Orange me? Ew. I don't want to be an orange. I also don't want to have a giant white ceramic penis shoved in my butt.
That was not the scene in Clockwork Orange I was referring to.
That is obviously the scene you were referring to. Watch it. It's just a big Ferris Bueller's Day Off dildo. And you're just like, watch it.
When this dildo comes, you'll have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off in your mind. When will that happen? Never. It's a dildo. What are you talking about?
Anytime from now on that somebody says they're gonna do that scene from Clockwork Orange, the famous one, I'm gonna bring up the dildo scene. Like, you gotta shove a dildo up my butt. Oh my god, that it's an alright movie.
For some reason, no one. I bring up the Clockwork Orange scene, the actual one I'm talking about, where they make him watch something.
Yeah.
I bring that up a lot, and people are like, "What scene? The one where they're forcing him to watch stuff?" I don't know what you're talking about. Have you seen the movie? They're like, "Yeah."
The famous scene?
The scene! The one I'm talking about! And everyone's like, I don't remember that. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There's like two things from Clockwork Orange that everybody remembers. It's the one, like the shot that everybody remembers where they're all sitting in the bar.
And
then the other one's where he's sitting there with his eyes getting held open because everybody's like, it's art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they reference it in that Not Billy and Mandy show. That's name I can't remember.
What? Invader Zim?
No.
Wait, what?
What's the show?
Evil Con Carne?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
okay.
reference to it in...
I don't know why I thought Invader Zim. I just know what's his name is the voice in that, and that's it.
Good talk.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah. If I ever get to it, I have a video series I want to do on kind of an Adam Ruins Everything, but specifically for film. And I want to do on Stanley Kubrick.
That sounds interesting.
It sounds like a lot of people would murder me.
It does sound like a lot of people would murder you.
spoiler alert, I do not hold him in quite as high regard as most people.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I don't know. Comic books, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might actually make like some comic book video essays at some point if I'm ever actually feeling up to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
This is all stuff. We're just trying to. Right now, you can also give to us on Patreon.
Yes. And you could get when it actually posts the salt and vinegar for Multiverse and Bags of Potato Chips, which would just be like write-ups about my plans and whatnot.
Yeah. At some point, we should also just do Multiverse and Bag of Potato Chips just is a week early on Patreon or something. But
yeah, that would require some shit though.
yeah, I kind of want to. For now, we're gonna start recording the Movie Flip podcast, which is, I know this podcast right now, this specific episode seems very like we're just shooting the shit. That's gonna be super. We're just shooting the shit. Like
we're not gonna have fucking anything.
Yeah, we're not going in with any sort of. It's literally a podcast about Movie Flip. So we just talk about what we're doing, and then we just talk about whatever.
And it might even be recorded with us driving in a car.
Maybe at some point.
Yes. Because we've made this joke on a numerous amount of occasions where the funniest shit we say is whenever we're nowhere near a microphone.
Yeah, we just gotta get lavaliers. I don't know if that's illegal or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, because so long as it's not in your hand, I think it's fine.
Unless we're gonna Gus Johnson it and like tape it to random things.
Yeah. So I think that would be fine. Yeah, so that would come out irregularly, but that would be exclusive to Patreon members. I was thinking of something ridiculous of like uploading them a year after they come out on YouTube.
That's hysterical.
Just like so ridiculously long that you would never want to wait.
A fort year?
Yeah.
That's 14 years.
But yeah, if you give $1 on Patreon, you just get everything. Like,
and yeah, so I'm going to be posting some Multiverse and Bag of Potato Chip stuff.
Also, the Patreon
coming
stuff isn't to like pay us specifically. Well, I mean, I guess technically
it is technically paying us, but
we need to use it for equipment and stuff because fuck, is that expensive?
Yeah, and we don't make fucking anything on.
Yeah,
we've been doing this. And our 5-year anniversary is coming up.
Yeah, I have plans for that.
I also have plans for that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot for our 5-year anniversary. I'm very excited. The Movie Poopy anniversary. That's
finally when the page flip show is gonna happen.
Yeah.
The thing we talked about earlier that we were shooting in a park where people kept approaching you and you were wearing a wig.
Yes.
That's also probably when that's gonna happen.
Probably.
There's gonna be multiverse stuff. There's gonna be another multiverse thing that we've been planning on doing for forever.
We say coming up, but this is like next February.
Next
or March?
February.
Yeah. I also
which is technically coming up because it's fucking June.
I also want to do some. I might get Dr. X to be an MC and do like a sort of. We're gonna make it like the most stereotypical like round table discussion, like, but like it's just gonna be really stupid.
Yes.
But we'll have him do it like super professional, and we'll make it look super professional. It would be like the history of Movie Poopy and stuff.
That sounds phenomenal.
But like it would actually be like a real round table. We're just not going to actually take it seriously. It's going to start up and be like, well, we're here for Beyond the Catch or whatever the deadliest catch one was.
Was it Beyond the Catch?
Yeah, that's what I said. Beyond the Catch. and then we're going to be like, yeah, Movie Poopy. We're also probably gonna do some other stuff for that too, but we still have to think of that. But,
yeah.
We'll get page flip in on it. We might revive some of our old abandoned ideas for it too. Like we might get Quiet on Set back for one episode. We might do Pokemon is Fun for one episode.
That'd be fantastic.
We could probably get VHS Crew for one episode.
We really should.
Yeah.
Can we do one episode of VHS Crew?
One episode of VHS Crew.
VHS Crew was like the first big idea we ever had that went nowhere.
Yeah. We should totally do that. That was like, have we even talked about that?
I don't think we've ever actively talked about VHS Crew.
I think we specifically were like, let's not talk about it. But now that it's not going to happen, except for one episode, we could kind of talk about it.
Okay, so VHS Crew was a Mystery Science Theater
rip-off.
Parody.
Yeah, parody in air quotes.
It was a mystery. This was even before the Mystery Science Theater revival.
Yes.
Like this was years ago.
Yeah, this was like as we were starting Movie Poopy.
The whole idea behind it
Back when Movie Poopy were like, we should make this more about movies.
Yeah. So we found that YouTube had a shitload of public domain movies just sitting on it.
Yeah.
Like, these are all fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So the whole joke of it is that we were 3 like repo men
Yes.
who like broke into a house and we were looking for like a rare VHS. But none of them were labeled, so we were just going through them.
It was gonna be like not exactly the same, but kind of like VHS the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not really. We went through a couple different things because the initial one was that we were stranded.
Yeah.
Like we were in a helicopter and we fell into the wilderness and we found a campsite with a homeless guy. And so it was 2 army people and a homeless dude watching movies that he just had like burned onto VHS tapes. We're gonna watch them on like a shitty like 1920s television.
And then there was the Repo Men idea.
Yeah.
Which also had like a tree that was a robot.
Yes. Well, oh no, that wasn't for VHS Crew.
That got into VHS Crew though. That's in one of my treatments I wrote for VHS Crew.
I didn't ask you to put that in there.
That's in there though. I have it written down.
The robot tree was for a different thing.
The robot tree was in.
You were complaining about it, and you willingly putting it into VHS Crew. Then
I thought it was funny in VHS Crew.
You kept complaining about it. You're like, why do you keep putting trees and things? I made Quiet on Set. Well, this isn't the same Quiet on Set. This is a TV show idea called Quiet on Set. Where one of the characters, it was a BoJack Horseman ripoff.
Yes.
Let's be real. Except he was a real human being, not a horse. But his friend was just his tree that was out front, and the tree was like a real. He's like, "Hey guys, what's up?" He was basically.
Are we gonna make an episode of Refrigerator Pals?
Oh fucking shit! I have to make Refrigerator Pals. I still have all the Refrigerator Pals, all the fucking raw footage and everything. I refuse to show it to you. Okay. I have it buried in a place where nobody can find it.
No one can ever in one of your hard
drives.
But I
can't
upstairs.
let it die. I can't let it.
So let's go through an official tally. Episode of VHS Crew.
Yes.
Episode of Quiet on the Set.
Yes.
Episode of Pokemon is Fun.
Yes.
Is that it? What else do we have?
Well, we're apparently making Refrigerator Pals.
Well, that's up to you.
I will do it. Well, I'm going to make a new one. I'm not uploading the old one.
The secret thing that we filmed some of and then abandoned.
Yes.
The other multiverse project we have.
Well, we'll probably do some gameplay shit, but whatever.
But we need Alex for VHS Crew.
Yes, we do. And I think this isn't Movie Flip. This is something else entirely. We should make a reboot of Funkin' Fro.
We definitely should.
Yeah. This is a high school level thing. This is garbage that from our past that we're going to uncover.
That we're going to bring up.
But this would be the alternate continuity Funkin' Fro. I still want to do Scabs, but
that's going to happen at some point.
I'm not going to do that for the anniversary. That's just an actual show that I still want to
make. Yeah, but for the anniversary, you have a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah. I have so much stuff I want to do anyways, but we gotta kind of cut stuff. We'll definitely do a shit ton for the anniversary then.
Yeah.
And we'll have a secret thing. The final day of our anniversary, something crazy is gonna happen. I don't know what. But we'll figure it out. What if we just delete the channel?
And we're done.
And we're done.
No one ever paid attention to us, and we're done.
And we're done. Then nobody noticed. And that one guy would be like, damn, that sucks.
Ah, that sucks. It would be really funny if the one-shot episodes of anything fucking blew up, and then it was just like the only thing we ever did of it.
Right?
Like, for some reason, VHS Crew becomes like fucking viral.
Yes.
And then we'd be like, oh, god damn it.
All those new kids, those new young kids who've never heard of Mystery Science Theater 3000 would be like, whoa, this is such a revolutionary concept. All right. Well, you should watch us on Multiverse and the Bag of Potato Chips. You should also, if you like Hellboy, you can check out my whole website. I got Gwen Grimm and I got Alex Aronowitz working on it. Kevin Alford's probably going to start doing stuff too. But also you can check out the podcast if you just want the rundown of everything, the condensed version of my website. listen to the Maniolaverse.com podcast is on iTunes and probably going to be on Spotify at some point. I don't know. But cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the sign off for the shop again? Did we have one?
See you next Wednesday.
Oh shit! Wait, before we leave, we should mention that when the archive of the shop goes up, not only did we miss like 10,000 episodes that were never uploaded, you're gonna get all those. We have a season 0.
Yes.
And the season 0
explanation
sign
day
off is great.
What was the season 0 sign off?
I don't remember. It was like something about pennies or.
I have season 0 episode 1 on my phone. I could just look it up.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Night, everyone.
Toodles!